Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be talking about how to get rid of that lower back fat. But before I get into that, make sure if you're new here and who is not subscribed, you go ahead and press that subscribe button down below to support me. If you are interested in coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com, which will be linked in the description down below. Lower back fat is something that a lot of us deal with, especially a lot of us who are on testosterone. We may have had the idea that once I start T, all of the fat in my feminine areas may shift, and while that may be possible for some of us, my dad always had sort of like fatty deposits in like the lower side of his back, even though he was lean like everywhere else. So that should have been my first red flag that, okay, it doesn't have everything to do with diet and stuff like that, even though it's the primary mechanism of action. Genetics has a lot to do with this, okay? So keep that in mind. I'd say I'm about like 17% body fat here. Obviously that's just an estimation, but even at a lower body fat, I'm leaner than like the average person, I'd say. I still have that little fat deposit area on my hips / my lower back area. That should give you guys some realistic, expectations of what to expect. If you're a little bit heavier, don't think that you're gonna do Russian twist, side twist, oblique twist, decimate the fat from the side area of your hips. Unfortunately, if you have the genetics for that, that's just what it's gonna be. I know a lot of motherfuckers who are even leaner than me who still have that little fatty area above their hips on their lower back. So sometimes you just have to deal with the cards that you are dealt. Like, okay, I have abs, every single part of me is lean, I just had this lower back fat, fuck it, let's pretend that the lighting didn't just change, okay? If you are not yet in a very low body fat, if you're 20+% body fat, you may be someone who doesn't have the genetic predisposition to have fatty hips. The main thing that you want to do is eat in a caloric deficit or a diet, which means eating less food than your body requires to maintain your current weight. You may be one of those people who is blessed to not have fatty hips, but your overall body is already fat, so you're never gonna know. The way to find out is by eating less calories, dieting for a prolonged period of time. Side twist, Russian fucking planks, fucking doing all this crazy shit. It's not gonna build muscle in your obliques. It's not gonna, shred the fat away like some YouTube girls may suggest, right? You can train your ass off all you want, but if you're making food that's shitty for you, if you're eating out all the time, you're not gonna see your abs, and that fat above your hips on your lower back is not gonna go away. So your primary mechanism of action is always going to be eating in a caloric deficit. There's really no way to, target that area in terms of gaining muscle. This isn't like a stay happy where you are sort of video. If you do have some fat to lose just to be healthy overall, that's cool. But if you're already lean, if you're already skinny, then dieting even more is not going to do the trick for you, and doing a million Russian twists is not going to get the job done for you. That's a possibility for a lot of y'all as well, okay? So use me as a metric of, okay, this guy is lean. I do train my abs. I train my abs 5 times a week and sometimes on rest days as well. So it's not like I just neglect my core. That lower back fat was just simply not leaving. Don't kill yourself to try to see the lower back fat go away. Sometimes you just gotta, tuck a little bit of it into your fucking boxers and keep it moving. Make the right clothes selection. Don't wear the skinniest jeans on earth so that your fat's gonna be pushing up, and it is what it is. So, there's not gonna be a clear and concise answer for every single question that you have, and this is one of those, right? If you are overweight, your answer is gonna be to cut down a little bit, drop a little bit of body fat. If you're already lean, the answer is gonna be like, maybe your genetics are just to carry fat in that area, and everyone does carry fat in different places. Some people may not have any lower back fat, but their legs are fucking fatty as hell. Like, everyone has different genetic predispositions. So keep that in mind when you're comparing yourself to other people. If you are interested in coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me. Follow me on Instagram, which is going to be linked in the description down below. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Dawn, and Devin is out of here, boy.